We often believe that strength comes from controlling everything around us, our environment, our circumstances, even other people. But what if true power doesn't lie out there at all? What if it lies within you, in the way you think, the way you react, the way you choose to respond? Stoicism teaches us a powerful truth. You can't control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies your freedom, your peace, and your strength. Today you're going to discover 12 powerful Stoic lessons that can completely change the way you see life and help you become calmer, stronger, and more in control. Let's begin. Number 1, without further ado, control is your true power. You can't control life. You can't control what people say, what they do, or what they think about you, but you can control your reaction. The Stoics believe that this simple shift is what separates a peaceful mind from a chaotic one. When something bad happens, most people react instantly. They get angry, frustrated, or overwhelmed. But a Stoic pauses. They take a step back and ask, is this in my control? If the answer is no, they let it go. If the answer is yes, they act with clarity. This is where your real strength lies, not in forcing the world to change, but in mastering yourself. Number 2, your thoughts shape your reality. It's not events that disturb you, it's your interpretation of them. Two people can go through the exact same situation. One breaks down, the other grows stronger. Why? Because their thinking is different. Stoicism teaches that your mind is like a lens. It can turn pain into growth, or turn small problems into suffering. When you change the way you think, you change the way you experience life. So instead of saying, this is terrible, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Number 3, focus only on what you can control. Most of your stress comes from trying to control things you simply can't. Other people's opinions, the past, the future, unexpected events. The Stoics divided life into 2 simple categories: things you can control and things you can't. Peace begins when you stop wasting energy on what's out of your hands. Imagine how much calmer your life would be if you stopped worrying about everything beyond your control and focused only on your actions, your mindset, and your effort. That's where your true power is. Number 4, pain is a teacher, not an enemy. Most people run away from discomfort. They avoid pain at all costs. But Stoics see pain differently. They see it as a teacher. Every hardship carries a lesson. Every struggle builds strength. Without difficulty, there is no growth. Think about it. Your strongest moments came from your hardest times. Stoicism teaches you to face pain, not fear it. To ask, what is this trying to teach me? Because in every challenge, there is an opportunity to become better. Number 5, discipline creates freedom. This might sound strange at first. How can discipline create freedom? But the truth is, the more you control your habits, your desires, and your impulses, the less they control you. A person who lacks discipline becomes a slave to distractions, emotions, and temporary pleasures. But a disciplined person is free. Free from regret, free from chaos, free from weakness. Stoicism teaches that self-control is not restriction. It is liberation. Number 6, obstacles are the path. When something blocks your way, your first instinct is to see it as a problem. But Stoics see it differently. They believe that the obstacle itself is the way forward. Every difficulty forces you to adapt, to grow, to become stronger. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? A Stoic says, this is my opportunity. Because without obstacles, you would never discover your true potential. Number 7, live in the present moment. Your mind is constantly jumping to the past, filled with regret, or to the future, filled with anxiety, but the present moment is the only thing that truly exists. Stoicism teaches that peace is found in the now. When you focus on what you're doing right here, right now, your mind becomes calm. You stop overthinking, you stop worrying, and you start living. Number 8, expect less, appreciate more. Expectations can quietly destroy your happiness. The more you expect from people, from life, the more disappointed you become. Stoics believed in lowering expectations and increasing gratitude. When you expect less, even small things feel meaningful. A simple moment becomes valuable. A small success feels like a victory. Happiness doesn't come from having more, it comes from appreciating what you already have. Number 9, learn to say no. Many people struggle with this simple word. They say yes to everything, even when it drains them. Stoicism teaches that your time and energy are limited and valuable. When you say yes to everything, you lose control over your own life. But when you learn to say, no, you take your power back saying, no is not selfish, it is necessary. It protects your peace, your focus, and your priorities. Number 10, protect your energy. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your attention. Some people they drain your energy, your positivity, your peace. Stoicism teaches you to be wise in your relationships, to observe, to understand, and to distance yourself when necessary. Protecting your energy is not cruel, it is self-respect. Because the people you surround yourself with shape your life more than you realize. Number 11, self-awareness is the beginning of growth. If you don't understand yourself, you can't improve. Stoics practice deep self-reflection. They observe their thoughts, their emotions, their actions, not with judgment, but with awareness. They ask themselves, why did I react that way? What can I do better next time? This constant reflection is what leads to growth, because when you become aware of your patterns, you gain the power to change them. Number 12, remember that life is temporary. This may sound uncomfortable, but it is one of the most powerful Stoic lessons. Life is short. Everything you have, everything you experience, is temporary, but instead of making life meaningless, this gives it value. When you remember that your time is limited, you stop wasting it. You focus on what truly matters, you appreciate moments more deeply, and you start living with intention. Conclusion: Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming stronger than your emotions. It's about understanding that life will always be unpredictable, but you don't have to be. You can choose calm over chaos, clarity over confusion, strength over weakness. Remember, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. And that is your true power. If you apply these lessons in your daily life, slowly, consistently, patiently, deeply, and you start living with intention. Conclusion: Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It's about becoming stronger than your emotions. It's about understanding that life will always be unpredictable, but you don't have to be. You can choose calm over chaos, clarity over confusion, strength over weakness. Remember, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond, and that is your true power. If you apply these lessons in your daily life, slowly, consistently, patiently, you will notice something change. Your mind will become quieter, your reactions calmer, your life more balanced, and most importantly, you will become someone who is no longer controlled by the world, but someone who is in control of themselves. And that is the essence of Stoicism.